we know that I've spoiled the surprise. Jill Barber is here with me in Studio A. She's back in Halifax. She's coming through in support of her Homemaker album.
Dishes won't do themselves, dust upon the shelves, and time's impossible to find. Is anybody gonna help tidy up these toys or the clutter in my mind?
I love to be on the road. I love to share my songs with people. I've spent the last 20 years building a career in music that has sort of been driven by the momentum of going out and playing songs for people. And when that rug was kind of pulled out from under me, it was jarring, and I felt like I experienced something like an identity crisis. For me, being a musician is so much more than just my job. It's who I am. It's how I interact with the world, how I connect with other people. It was dark times for me a little bit when the world shut down, and I didn't even know if I would ever get back on a stage. I went down kind of a dark place. I thought, who am I if I'm not this musician that I've always been? And then it left me with this feeling like, okay, I'm a homemaker. And then I had to kind of reconcile my artistic identity with my domestic one.
I might have screwed it up today. Didn't mean for it to go that way. Another day's another chance.
So it's very intimate, stripped down. You know, I've kind of made a career writing these like romantic love songs and being this kind of like chanteuse up on the stage with a big band and a big sound. And it's all been this kind of like this image that was very much at odds with the real me at home when I went home to my kids. And I was okay with being a stage version of myself and a home version of myself. But as I am now in midlife, and it's getting harder and harder to separate the two. I want to dig into the good stuff, the more complex aspects of love, and the more complex aspects of being a mother. I don't hear that content in a lot of music these days. Not a lot of people are really writing about it, and so I decided to go there with this record.
It's so weird that we're on in half an hour.
I know, it's so
good.
weird.
Early show.
It's
early
so
It is
last time was
good.
crazy. We were done at 8:30 on the
Awesome.
spot.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're so kind. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it.
Cheers again. We'll cheers again.
Do it again. Cheers.
We're cheersing again.
To live
Cheers.
music.
And
To
to
live
old
music.
friends.
Old friends, no openers.
I'm just a budding filmmaker with the most gorgeous subject of all time.
Yeah, I was hooked early on.
Yeah.
That's true. We knew each other then, but yeah, Jill came in. We were just talking about that. Avalon sank.
Yeah.
And now there's nothing on the phone.
Run the bay.
And now there's nothing.
More in the tank. Coming back here, it's like, this feels like a Jill, this is your life. Like,
I know, so that's why
like I'm like a ghost haunting my old, I don't know.
There
Sorry.
you go. I want the pressure.
Well, the night is falling, and the morning's born, and the morning shines with lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes. That would break my heart too. Would you come to me? Would you come to
start and then I'll jump in.
Oh, okay.
Start the chorus again, just the beginning of the chorus. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, but maybe it was gonna be on the second.
Oh, the second part, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do, I think we might do an a cappella one.
It's very
The
possible.
whole
If
thing?
I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Who's asking?
I am.
Oh, Mike Campbell.
I mean, I know.
I booked this place,
I know.
the Carlton.
I actually had a lot of faith and conviction that this was the album I had to make, and I made it for me. I really did. I really made it for me. I made it for my future self, so that when I'm like a granny in a rocking chair, I can put this album on and remember, like, take myself back to this time of the struggle of trying to be the best mom to my young kids, trying to be a good friend, a good member of the community. I want to remember this time.
She'll always be one of us. So I can tell you're up for a great show. Please welcome Jill Barber.
I knew there were a lot of people out there that are working really hard, doing the hard work of raising kids or taking care of elderly parents, or whose job it is to provide health care to people who the work that they were doing was unseen, often unpaid. And I wanted to shine a light.
Maybe it's faith in something bigger than you. What does it mean for love to be true?
I wanted to empower the person who makes a home for other people. And that's really like my mission with this record, is to celebrate what it is to be a homemaker. I feel like that term has been kind of dismissive. People that don't have real jobs, they're just a homemaker. And I want to celebrate what it is to be a person who makes a home for others.
Marched on in our own parade, danced along as the band played our favorite song. That I just wanna lift her up and never let her down. In 20 years I hope she looks at me and says she's proud of someone that she misses when I'm not around. Hope she always sees me the way that she does.
And I mean, it's very personal and it's vulnerable. Except for some reason, I don't feel that. I don't feel that vulnerable talking about these things. I know there are other people out there that are relating, and I know I'm not alone. It's deeply satisfying. I'm so unbelievably lucky and grateful that I get to be a musician for my living. I've done it for 20 years. Especially now, especially after what we've all been through for the last few years, I don't take any of it for granted.
I wanna block her light, 'cause I know someday she's gonna be a rainbow. And there are some women here tonight that I've gotten really lively with over the years. And when I say lively, I'm referring to a little something that my friend Allison coined as the ball of rage. Okay? And women, particularly women of a certain age, will know, because they've lived on this earth as women for a long time, they'll be familiar with this ball of rage. And sometimes it grows really big and sometimes it goes down. And sometimes it grows big again. Because there is a lot to feel furious about. And, I feel passionate about many things. I feel passionate about public education. I feel passionate about $10 a day daycare. Spanx. I'm very pro Spanx. That could be controversial. I don't know. But as many of my friends in the room tonight know, sometimes you just have to temper that ball of rage by laughing and smiling through the rage sometimes, and then changing things. I want to be clear about something, and before I start singing this song, I love men. I'm not such a big fan of the man. That's who this song is directed at. Are you ready? Okay. It's a jaunty little number, fueled by that ball of rage. It's called Hell No. Who says you gotta cross your legs? Who says you gotta shave 'em? Who says you better not count your eggs? Who says you can't just break 'em? Who says you gotta find a man and then treat him like only a woman can? All I know is more than I can stand in these high-heeled shoes. And all my life I've been told to be a good girl. It's what I've bought.